Gambega also a sponsor of the Fatu Show, and very soon we're working with some more sponsors, and hopefully they'll all be coming in. And visit our website. If you are online right now, you can watch the Fatu Show. We're streaming live, and it's on www.thefatushow, is THEFATU, thefatushow.com or .gm. You'll be able to watch the Fatu Show live, and we would like to say thank you to MS Modunjai for the support on building the website for us. Also thank you to Margot Fusion. She provided my outfit this evening again, just like last week. I have two gentlemen on the program right now here with me, Mr. Sanasar, of course, of Balafong, and Pa Babukar Babu is from the National Blood Transfusion Services. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
And Sanasar, I know about Balafong, and then today you're here to talk about Fong for Life. And what is that? Is that anyway connected to?
Well, thank you very much again for having us in Hello Gambia. Fong for Life is Balafong's latest initiative on the Balafong causes. As you know, we have Balafong causes under which we supported groups like GARM and others. And this is the latest one, and some of us came across this problem that we have of having blood available to people that need it in the hospital. So we set up something that we call Fong for Life, and it's mainly to try and see how we can work with anybody that's willing, especially the National Blood Transfusion Services.
Okay.
And the idea is to help organize blood drives and also keep a database of people, willing donors, so when people need it at the hospital, it will be available.
Okay, Pa Babukar Babu, how exactly are you connected to this service, to this project? How are you working with Fong for Life?
Thank you very much, Fatu. I came to know Fong for Life through the former program manager, Aminata Sar. She introduced me to Sana, and we had a meeting in the hospital, and they said they prepared to come and assist the National Blood Transfusion Services by mobilizing youths, sensitizing them so that we can bleed them, and anytime you come to the hospitals, there are enough blood so that patients would have the service they need.
And now, Sanasa, what exactly are you hoping to achieve from this campaign? I mean, for short term and long term.
Yeah, for the short term, the first thing is organizing and sensitizing. What we first did was do some investigations. I worked with a team of young people, and they put together a questionnaire with the assistance of young doctors like Babukar Sanyang and also Dr. Keba Abojang and people like that, and helped us develop a questionnaire that we went around to the hospitals, and that's how we met people like Babu and try to see exactly what is the problem and how can we intervene, how can we help. So the first thing is it's a problem that's already existing. So the first thing is sensitize people, because there are lots of taboos and things like that, misconceptions sometimes about donating blood. So we want to sensitize people about how important it is first, especially young people. Get them excited about this, or at least willing to come in and help. So we have our first blood drive soon, this Saturday coming up. And long term, we want Fong for Life to be an ongoing thing, organize periodic blood drives, not just once. And along with that, we also want to keep a database of people, willing donors, so whenever there's an emergency at the hospital, you can look and see who is compatible, and then call them up or email them or text them, and then you can invite them to come over and donate.
Okay. We have a DVD that we would like to take a look at very quickly. If Mahmoud is ready, can we take a look at that? Just to remind you that you are watching the Fatu Show, and it's coming to you live from GRTS here at our studios on MDI Road. And we're also streaming live. You can go to our website right now, and you'll be able to watch the show live. It's www.thefatushow.com or .gm. While we're waiting on the DVD, let me just ask you quickly. You're young people, and you could have said, okay, let's do something, different from this. What inspired the creation?
What inspired the creation? About a month ago, I'm sitting somewhere having lunch or something, and then somebody calls and says, asked me whether I know somebody with a certain blood type. And so when they asked that question, I asked why, and they said there was somebody, a kid in the hospital that needed.
Oh, okay, the video is ready. It's Let's take a quick look at the video and then we'll be right back. Right back. Right back.
Matarale MDI, Funk for Life, give blood, save lives, man.
Maye deret, dimbale askan. Give blood, save lives, and keep smiling.
Yellow D.
Bu dee bëgg nga bokk ci li nga def rek mooy dem foofu ñuy wax MDI grounds 9 AM samedi bi di ñëw nii inshallah di leen jaajëfal yéen ñëpp be there, it's a worthy cause I support.
Blood.
And that's the video. We're talking about save blood and save lives. And now let me ask Mr. Babu, what exactly is the National Blood Transfusion Services? I mean, sometimes you would hear people say that there are problems with the various blood banks that we have in this country. Is that true? There are many times when somebody will say they went to the hospital and then there's no blood, or they're told to buy blood. How true is that?
Yeah, I couldn't say no to that, but selling blood, I don't think that is in line with what we want. But going to the hospitals and say there is no blood is very common, because normally what happens, presently we rely on relative donors, and it should not be that way. So it should be like maybe 60 to 70% for non-voluntary, non-remunerated donors. But for now, we only have relative donors coming in. Most of the time, what normally happens when we have emergencies, there are no blood. We only go and tap the military barracks and look for assistance, and they always come in and rescue us. So definitely it's a problem. So I think this Fund for Life coming in, if it works very well, I think it's going to be a big welcome to the blood transfusion services.
Okay. So what types of blood are most difficult to find?
Mostly the negatives, because you have, in each blood group, we have 4 different types of blood groups. You have, each blood group, you have negative and positive. So the negative blood donors are very rare. So what normally we do, if we come across anybody who is negative, like is O negative or B negative or AB negative, we don't bleed you always. We all take your details. Whenever there is emergency and somebody needs your blood group, we call you and you come in, we bleed you and give it to the patient. But for the others, most of the time they are not very much problem, but the negatives are very rare.
Okay. And Sana, a lot of people don't like giving out blood. Some maybe would think, okay, if I give out all my blood, would I have any left? That was the time I asked somebody that. So what are some of the concerns that you think you will face with this project?
Well, again, information is power, and I believe that's you asked the question earlier, how did we get exposed to this and how did we get involved, what awakened us? I think a lot of the time most of us are not aware, you know, or it's not that real to us that this is such a great need and how important it is until our own relative or someone close to us you know, it goes in the situation, then we don't realize it. When I was called and we went to the hospital and there was a kid there that needed this, and we, you know, we saw how desperate, you know, every one of us was. So we decided to come into this, and so that's the same thing. Most people don't know, so we have these conceptions or misconceptions rather, like I'm too skinny, I don't have enough blood.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, people think.
Or if I give away my blood, there won't be enough left for me. You know, all those are misconceptions. So we believe that's why information. You know, we want to do a lot of sensitization and a lot of campaigns so more people know how serious this issue is, and that, you know, the blood you donate today could be benefiting your own relative or yourself, you know, tomorrow.
Okay. And Mr. Babu, you know, Gambians don't have a blood donation mentality. How difficult is that sometimes?
It is very difficult, Fatu. You may even see at times somebody may escort the wife to the hospital. If the wife might need a pint of blood, we'll check your hemoglobin, that is the blood level in your system. We tell you that you can donate and your blood corresponds with your wife's listing. They tell you over my dead body. I won't do it.
Your own wife?
Your own wife. It's happening every day. And especially tribes like, I'm sorry to say, I'm not Fullers, Sarah Hules, and my own tribe, the Nars. So
the Nars are scared
we don't donate
blood.
Yeah, so this is the problem. Honestly, it's happening every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is why we are facing a lot of difficulties now in getting blood. The other thing is many people are